going on, guys? So before we start this video, I want to go over a couple things. First off, the Rat Rod school bus that I had actually built previously on this channel. I'm going to post a picture of it real quick. That way you guys can see what it looks like. And so that bus will be, it's going to be given away. So, well, not really given away. So in the state of Kansas, it's not legal to do raffles unless nonprofit kind of stuff like that. So what we're going to call it is, it's going to be a plug run. So when I say a plug run, that means you're basically going to buy a spark plug from me for $50, and that's going to enter you into the chance of winning the school bus. Now there's 100 spots. So there's not really spots. I guess there's 100 plugs that's available. And what you will do is you can find my Facebook. It's at Joey Woodall. And just scroll through all those profiles and everything else, and you should find me. And my pin post on my actual profile, it shows the bus, what's going on as far as the plug run and everything else like that. So on there, I'm going to be putting people's names that buy a spark plug. It's going to be posted on that. So at the end of the drawing, what's going to happen is I'm going to put 1 through 100 on a random wheel generator type thing. So it's going to generate a winner on there. It's totally random. I have no choice on who gets it. All I'm going to do is whenever it does generate it, we're going to put it in, we'll do a Facebook Live or something like that, and we will get a hold of the winner. Now, as far as a bus, if you guys don't know what it is, you can go back to older videos, or I can just kind of give you a quick rundown on it. It's a mid-40s bus. It's it has a big block Chevy 454 engine in it and a Turbo 400 transmission. So it does run and drive. The bus still needs work. I mean, whoever does win it, they can put whatever they need to in it. It's not legal as far as roadworthy, legal type things like that. The bus does not have a title, but will come with a bill of sale. And whoever does win it, they have the option of just taking the engine and transmission, or they have the option of taking the whole thing. So yeah, just refer to that post on Facebook. Again, my name is Joey Woodall on Facebook, and you should be able to find that and be able to see the post. With saying that, feel free to comment on that post or just message me personally on a Facebook Messenger, and I can give you any more information or anything else that you feel like you need. I will also have different payment options that you can do as far as PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, crap like that. Just whichever one you prefer, just let me know. Like I said, each plug is $50. There's no limit on how many plugs you buy. So they'll give you a chance to win that thing. So it's pretty cool. Now, the next thing. As far as this video, you're going to see something happen with this engine. Not that engine. The second engine that I put on in the car. We ran into some issues, and I just want to put this out there very clear that stuff happens. You know, there's no person to blame on this. So before you guys say anything, I'm not saying that you will, but I'm sure there's a couple of them. There is no pointing fingers on this. You know, I mean, like I said, shit happens. The guy that I got the engines from, not a big, there's nothing bad against the guy. It's just a luck of the draw. First engine, just kind of a bust. Second engine, you're going to see in this video. But like I said, there's nobody to blame. It's part of it. So, and as fast as I'm trying to get this car going, we're really rushing on this thing. So, not saying that there's areas that got missed. But I could have took the time on both of these engines and went through them a little bit more thoroughly. But we also had this one running, you know, so But like I said, it's nobody's fault. Shit happens, and it's okay. There's no hard feelings against anybody. So that's where we're at on that. But I'll let you guys get the video. Like I said, we're doing a giveaway for the bus. You have a chance to enter to win $50 a plug. So just refer to my Facebook post on that. Other than that, hope you guys enjoy the video. What's going on, guys? Today, working on the fuel. Now, the previous video, I said that we couldn't run the mechanical fuel pump, and so we do have to resort to an electric fuel pump. This is just one that I picked up at O'Reilly's, and should work just fine. It pumps like 4.5 to 7 pounds, and that should be plenty for what we need. Now, I'm gonna get this mounted, and then we will go ahead and run the fuel line. I got the 3/8 fuel line running from the fuel cell, and we're gonna run this, attach to the carburetor, and if the battery's charged enough, we're gonna go ahead and fire it again and see if we can get idle a little bit. Once we do get a good idle, then I will grab a timing light and we'll put this thing in time and just get everything figured out. So I'm gonna go ahead and install this. All right, guys, we got the fuel pump. Right now it's just hot wired up. I don't have another switch, so we're gonna go ahead and see if this thing runs. Now, like I said, you can hear the fuel pump now, but that's just because it's hot wired. But go ahead and give it a pump or two, or three. Ignition on. Not the best oil pressure. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's knocking. It's knocking. Kinda at a loss for words. Usually I don't have this much bad luck on this thing, but this thing is definitely earning its name. So, I've went 0 miles, and I've went through 2 engines. As far as anybody thinking I'm doing anything wrong, you know, I've swapped engines, I've done all this shit countless times, you know. Not doing anything different than before. So, like I said before, I share the positive and I share the negative. We got 4 weeks left. I still got other shit that I have to do to the car. So I don't know. I don't know where we're at. Not giving up, just a little down, but we'll get it figured out. Like I said, show you guys everything. This is one of them. So, anyways, we'll figure something out, I guess. All right, guys, what's going on? It's a new day, and we're back messing with this thing. So yesterday, just kind of left off with the engine knocking, and it sucks. It does. But so I either have 2 options. I can leave this engine in there and go to the show like this, and then I'm taking a chance of something happening coming off the trailer, and I don't want to do that because if it does lock up, then we're screwed. So I do have another option. There's a 350 that I'm going to use for the time being. I'm just going to throw it in there, and then afterwards, after the show, I'm going to take it right back out. The engine does not belong to me, so that's what's going to happen there. I'm going to borrow the engine, we're going to put it in, and take it back out, and then after the show, we'll figure out what we need to do after that. I mean, just kind of get something figured out. So, I'm going to hurry up and take this engine out and try to re-stab the other one in. So, that's where we're at. Okay, that engine's in. Tomorrow, I need to focus on cleaning all this stuff up. I mean, I still got to clean this gasket surface from whenever I took it off last. I need to do a little bit more vacuuming, get everything cleaned out. But yeah, I mean, really, it's just the seal surfaces, and I'll put all those back on. New intake gaskets, put the same intake, all that crap on it, and should be okay. Do have the starter on. Torque converters bolt up. Basically, just need to button everything back together. These valve covers, I'm going to take these off, and I'm going to put the ones off of the crate engine. They're going to go on there, and I'll put those junker ones on there. So, not a bad start. Hopefully this one works a lot better. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't. It did run before, probably 2-3 years ago, and it looks solid. So, anyways, that's probably it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, we have oil intake, change valve covers, put the fuel block off plate, put more fuel in it. Distributors in, tighten down, plug wires are in, double check the firing order. Air, fuel, spark. Should be okay. We're gonna try it. Hope it works. Okay, well, we got a running engine. And it's running 55, 60 pounds of oil pressure at idle. So that's really good. Didn't run it very long. I don't have a cooling system, first of all. So I don't want to burn this thing up. But we need to adjust the timing. I just kind of got it by ear. I need to throw a timing light on it. And we need to wire up the choke. So you might have heard a little bit of a backfire there. And gave it too much gas, not enough air, whichever. I almost got the choke fully closed right now. So once it warms up, I could probably open that a little bit and it'll probably run a lot better. But I'm not going to mess with that until the engine's actually in time. Another thing, whenever you heard that grinding noise, that was me hitting the starter button. I'm still trying to figure out my toggle switches. So, little grinded flex plate teeth, never heard anything. So, it does run, and that's awesome. Now, I'm not going to go too much on getting this thing out on the road or anything like that, or rev bombing it. Not going to be doing very much of that, because this is the last resort. I have no other option about this engine. So, can't afford to mess this up. As of right now, it's about all we're going to do today. I'm waiting on a alternator bracket to show up. So we'll mount the alternator, the water pump will get put on, get all the pulleys and everything. We'll get all that situated and get a belt, get the radiator hoses, get all that on there so we have a cooling system. And drive shaft is done. I need to go get that this weekend and figure out the U-joints on what I need to do on that. And once it is in, should be able to take this thing out of the driveway, or at least pull it out of the garage, see what happens. But yeah, it's pretty good feeling. It's running and it's not knocking, and it didn't even lock up, so that's awesome. So I'm gonna call that a day and kind of push this thing back in the garage, and I'll see you guys whenever I see you. All right, well, I'm in a hurry today, but water pump, pulley, alternator, bracket, everything's put on. Only thing I'm lacking is I need to get a belt, and power steering, that can come later on, you know. Not worried about it right now. Thermostat housing, got it. Didn't get the gasket. So we got to put that on still, and we will be able to figure out what radiator hose we need and crap like that. Fuel pump wire, I do have that ran. So it should be on a switch. Let me turn my main power on here. Okay, got it. And I'll try not to drop my phone more. Then we also have this power. And this one should be the fuel pump. As you can tell, it is pumping right there. Ignition and fire. Off. Yeah, that's it. I mean, just a couple odds and ends here. We're gonna pick up the driveline this weekend. This did come off the bus. We're gonna go ahead and repaint it and just kind of make it part of this car for now. And we are raffling off the bus, so not really raffling. So you buy a spark plug and you get a chance to win the bus. We're doing $50 a spot, and there's 100 spots. If you guys want to know more, just leave a comment, whatever, and I'll figure out a way to get a hold of you. But whoever does win the bus, that will be put back on the engine on the bus. But for the time being, this car is going to the show, so it gets the goodies. Where's that? I'm going to call it a day. We got some crap to do tonight, so we're going to mess with that. Other than that, appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you next week.